Hello everyone, this is Tim Davis coming to you guys from the Bullish Bears team, and today is Wednesday, November 28th, 2018, and this will be my weekly long-term trade ideas update video. And as you can see, I am actually doing this video on Wednesday instead of on a weekend like I normally do. Simply because there's a lot of activity that I saw in the market today after Jay Powell's speech. So I wanted to revamp my portfolio again, add some stuff, took away some stuff. And in addition to that, I got a busy weekend coming up, and I'll be leaving for vacation next week. So this is going to be a little earlier video. With the rally we saw today, markets could be headed for a Christmas rally. So we'll see how that works out. So I wanted to revamp my portfolio, add a couple and take a couple out. Okay, so we'll start off with some of my active trades. Start off with all of my active trades. First one, CNTTF, which, like I said, this is a bullish. It's a bullish bet I have on the marijuana sector. I actually own shares of this, and like I said, I've been holding these shares for a while. Price it's been in a downtrend for a while, but I won't add to these shares probably until another year or so after I see the marijuana market become stable, and I'll probably add to these shares. Share price at entry when I first entered, bought these shares was $8.57. My first target goals will be $15. Original entry date was on September the 7th. GLD gold, you guys, has been really in a struggle. And when I look at some of these charts, I want to show you guys a chart of gold specifically. And what I'm interested in gold, I want to see gold really get to a certain level before I'm really convinced that I can reach these goals that I have planned. Share price at entry on this one was $116.25. First target goal is $119. Original entry date on this one was October the 19th, 2018. Type of trade entered. 117, 121 called debit spread expiring March 29th, 2019 with a break even of 118.51. Newmont Mining, NEM, also a bullish position, which is a gold miner. Share price and entry was $33 with a first target goal of $35. Original entry date on this one was November 16th, 2018. Type of trade entered 33.36 call debit spread expiring June 21st, 2019. The break even of 34.25. COG bullish on this one. Share price and entry was $25.50. The first target goal of $29. Original entry date on this one was also November 14th, 2018. Type of trade entered on this one was a 26.29 call debit spread expiring in April. And UA, this is now I'm starting some of the new positions that I added. UA Under Armour bullish position. Share price at entry on this one was $21 with a first target goal of $23.50, which means I want to see the share price get to that before I even think about exiting. My call debit spread. Original entry date on this one was today, 11/28/2018. Type of trade enter was a 22.50.25 call debit spread expiring April 2018. Okay. Next. Right, next we have ALK, Alaskan Airlines. Well, from this one, share price and entry $70 with a first target goal of $75. The original entry date of 11/27/2018. Type of trade entered was a 70.75 call debit spread expiring April 2019. JetBlue Airlines, JBLU. Share price at entry $18.60 with a first target goal of $20. Original entry date on this one was 11/27. And bear with me 1 second, folks. Mute this phone. Okay, so JetBlue Airlines original entry price $18.60 with the first target goal of $20. Virtual entry date 11/27/2018. Type of trade enter was at 18.20. Call debit spread expiring in June of 2019. MRK. Those of you guys who've been following me on my long-term trade ideas, you will realize that MRK is back on my trading block again. I traded this one for a nice profit about over a month ago, I believe, and back at it again. It's continuing its bullish ways. Share price and entry on this one was $75.10 with the first target goal of $80. Original entry date 11/27/2018. Type of trade entered 75.80. Call debit spread expiring June 2019. And this next one, I'm going to flip over to the next page and show you guys this one because it's kind of cut off here at the bottom. Okay. Next one is Comcast. CMSA. Share price entry $38.75 with a first target goal of $40. Original entry date 11/28/2018. Type of trade entered at 37.50.40. Call debit spread expiring June 21st, 2019. Still, I'm still holding on to a XOP bearish put debit spread. Even though energy sector it went up today. This is a long-term trade for me, definitely long-term. This one is one I probably will be holding for several months. The other ones may be getting out of those early if they hit certain target goals. But I'm still bullish on the oil market, and I think this energy sector will probably pull back if the oil market continues to retreat in early 2019. So I'll continue to hold on to XOP for right now, maybe for a couple more months. Share price in the was $32.80. The first target goal of $35.50. Entered a 32.28 put debit spread expiring in June next year. BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. I normally trade this one several times throughout the year. It's been in a heck of a downtrend for over a year, and I think it could go lower, especially with the new year coming up. So, beginning of the year, between the beginning of the year and spring, this one probably would definitely go lower. So I entered the trade now. Share price at entry was $12.48 with a first target goal of $11.75. Original entry date on this one was 11/28/2018. Type of trade entered at $12.50, $10 put debit spread expiring May 2017. All right, with that said, we'll take a look at a couple of these charts. And we are going to start off with, we'll start off looking at GLD. Okay, and since I like trading these longer term, we're going to be looking at a couple of the longer term charts this time. Just to give you guys a general idea of what I'm looking at. That helps me determine where I may consider exiting this position. All right. With GLD, there's a couple indicators I like to watch when I'm trading these long-term trades. I'm trying to trade a position long-term. One thing right off the bat, I use this Ichimoku cloud system, as you guys can see here. Ichimoku cloud system. Ichimoku cloud. I'm sorry. That's not the Ichimoku cloud. That is my Bollinger Bands, but it's right behind. Ichimoku cloud is right behind there. Oops. It's right in the background. But one thing I don't like already in this longer term trade is that we're trading below the Ichimoku. I normally don't enter trades that until we rise above the Ichimoku, but I wanted to try to get a head start on gold. Hopefully this trade will continue to go in our favor, and I can get to that first target goal. If I get to that first target goal, I'll be exiting this trade. So with that, I would like to see price get back up to at least the 100, and then the 200-day EMA moving average. Right now, it's hovering between the 20 and the 9, which is what I have displayed here on StockCharts.com. I get back up to these, the 100 and the 200-day and 50-day, then I will be more confident in this price of GLD going higher over the coming weeks and months. And let me go down a little bit further here. And in the MACD action, you got a bullish crossover here just below the 0 line. But what I want to see is this price of these lines continue to go up above the 0 line to make me feel more confident between now and 2019. I want to see that go up above the 0 line. These are some of the couple of indicators that I use that helps me decide whether I'm going to stay in a position for longer term or not. Now, if we take a look at GLD, over in Trend Spider, okay, even though we have broken this downtrend line that I was hoping to break for a while, we pretty much stalled out in the center. I mean, right around in between these two, in between those two trend lines. Okay, we haven't really made a break back up to this trend line just yet. But that's what I'm waiting to see. I want to see that. So if all goes well, as the hope is, I don't want to retest this lower line down here. Don't want to retest that. I want to eventually get to this one. So we'll see if we continue to battle around in this center, or if we finally make a move up towards this trend line. So that's what we're looking for to happen in GLD. All right, next up on the chart we'll take a look at. Take a look at Newmont Mining. All right, Newmont Mining, pretty much what I'm looking to see is price at least get back to this trend line, which would take us just below $34 before I consider exiting this trade. And look at it here. Trying to get rid of this. On the weekly chart, looks like we're still trying to complete a pattern and go higher. So we'll see if that pattern continues to complete itself and go higher. That's the hope on that one. Okay. Next chart we'll take a look at COG. All right. On the weekly chart of COG, what you'll see is that we pull back just at the top of the 200-day EMA on this weekly chart. I want to see this area hold. That's my goal. I would like to see that hold. That hold on the weekly chart, I'll be completely satisfied and I'll continue to stay in this trade. So that's what we're looking for. We're going to see that area hold. Okay. Wearing percentage is also another indicator that I only use to tell the type of momentum that price is, the price, overall action, price action. And it's pretty much a little choppy right now. It's like we're coming back out of the overbought area. So I don't want to go down too much and head back down to the oversold area. I'd like to stay in the center here and rise back up to the overbought area if possible. So another scenario I want to see. Definitely got to see this price action hold up here. Sorry, want to see that price action hold. Okay, so that's how it looks over on a weekly chart of COG over stockcharts.com. Now we'll take a look at the trend spotter chart. And as you can see, we pulled back. Now we're in between these two trend lines. So I don't mind that. I just don't want to see price drop below, too much further below this trend line. I want to take it back here somewhere and head back higher. So that's what we're looking for the coming days or so. So I still like the pattern. I just wanted to see that, the bullish pattern start to take shape and continue to go higher. So I still like COG. Okay, let's look at the next one. Fine. Wrong. Bear with me, folks. All right, UA, Under Armour. Okay, if you look at Under Armour, nice price action here in Under Armour. It's been holding this line here, and it's been bouncing around here. It's like it's ready to go. It looks like it wants to go higher now. Ultimate goal is to get up here to this top trend line, which is, I believe, is the weekly trend line. Let's change this to weekly. Yep. So if we can get back up to this trend line, then I'll be satisfied. Then I'll take a look at the I'll take a look and see how we do after that. But that's the ultimate goal: is get back up to this trend line. That's on Under Armour. Let's take a look at Under Armour here. I loved what I'm seeing on the stockcharts.com chart. Under Armour is just forming nicely. Came down, he's just below the 200 and like it's ready to go higher. Nice small green arrow, candlestick after we had a little pullback for a couple weeks. And now I think price can go higher into the end of the year, so we'll see how that works out. So Under Armour looks pretty good for me here. Okay. Next one. ALK. Alaskan Airlines. Oh, wrong route. Look at okay. Let's take a look at Alaskan Airlines here. ALK. This ALK, you guys, is forming up. I mean, this thing is shooting up. This is the weekly chart. We're just about ready to get out of this cloud here. So we breach that cloud. It's gonna there's no telling how long. I mean, how well this how high the stock can travel. Right. It's been pretty bullish for quite some time. So we could see it pull back anytime soon, but I doubt it towards the end of the year. We'll see how that pans out. That's just a monthly, you guys. And I said this is a debit spread, so I may hold this for a while just to see how this thing plays out. Because if we take a look at the monthly chart, take a look at the monthly chart. This bullish action is starting, so it could last for a couple months. This action in Alaskan Airlines. So I'm real bullish on this one. So we'll see how this one pans out. And we take a look at it over here. Alaskan Airlines. This is the weekly chart, and let's look at the weekly chart. Over here we have a trend line that we're aiming for, which is around $80. You can get up here close to $80, just above 70, just below 80. I'll be satisfied. Okay, so this chart looks very, very nice for a bullish move. All right, next one on our list. JetBlue, JBLU, JetBlue, JBLU, JetBlue. Voila, here we go. I love Trend Spotter. It gives you ranges that you can aim for. So the range we're aiming for here is right around, you can get to $20 would be ideal before I consider exiting this trade, before we have a retreating move. So around $20 is what I'm looking for. And this is a weekly chart I'm looking at. So we're going to take a look at it daily as well. So same thing, right around $20 is going to be my goal that I'm aiming for. Okay, so JetBlue still looks pretty good. And if we look at it over here, in the size, this is right in the cloud. I want to see this. I like this big green candle for this month that we're in now. So I had a pretty bullish month. And if we break this back down to a weekly chart, RSI looks pretty strong. RSI looks like it's continuing to go to the upside. And right there. Looking to break above the major moving averages. And then after we break above the major moving averages, carefully we can break above the cloud next. So JetBlue looks pretty good for now. Okay. All right, Merck. Went for Merck. Still in the overboard area. And I still think we still have more room to run. So we'll see how it pans out. And this is the that was a weekly chart. And look at the monthly chart. See what the strength looks like on a longer term. And monthly chart is just reaching the overboard area. So I'm still bullish on this one. And let's take a look at Merck here. So Merck looks pretty good on the daily chart here. And I think we can aim for this top trend line here, which would be around $81. $80 is the goal. We can get to $80. I'm satisfied. But it's like this upper trend line. It's like it's around $81. So, I think it's trending nicely. And the trend is having a nice upper trend, like it could eventually get there. So Merck still looks good. Wrong chart. So let's get rid of this one. All right, Comcast. CMSA. Same here. Looks like we can get up to this just around $40. So we get just above $40. Upper trend line take us to about $40. That'd be a good place to exit. So Comcast looks pretty good there. CMSA over here. This is the monthly chart of Comcast. It looks pretty strong. Just got a parabolic saw down here below price action. Looks like we can continue to go higher above this, right up to the top of the Bollinger Band here. So this is the monthly chart. And look at the weekly chart here on stockcharts.com. Price action looks bullish. RSI still rising. It's just above the cloud, which is a great thing. So Comcast looks bullish. Looks good. We may have these I mean, it looks like a lot of these setups are pretty good to the end of the year and beyond. Okay, get rid of this one. Now we need to look at one more. Oops. That's not what I'm trying to pull up. I need to show you guys. I'm not sure if I'll show you guys the trades that I closed, but I'll show you guys those again. XOP. Okay, XOP. One of my bearish positions. And we are still below the clouds. It's like the energy sector has been showing a lot of weakness for a while. Still below the cloud. I'll probably be holding this for a while. We might have a rally in this with the rest of the general market prior to the end of the year. So I'll be holding this one for a while. I have it until next year. So we'll see how that pans out. And if we take a look at it over here, XOP here. Looks like we could be headed lower. We're already below a major trend line here. All right, last bearish position. Oops, too many B's. BBBY. Bed Bath Beyond. This thing is really, it's been staying below these trend lines for quite some time. I'm looking for that action to continue. So I'm looking for price to continue to travel and bounce off these lower trend lines. So we get down here. We might even make it down to $10. Who knows? Might even make it down to $10 before I exit this trade. So we'll see how that pans out. But if we take a look at BBB over here on the weekly and a monthly chart, this is what we look like here. A steady downtrend. We're brushing up. We're brushing the oversold area now, so we could dip a little lower. The oversold area. If we do, as you can see, you got a bearish crossover here below the MACD, and so we could be going much lower. We're going much lower over the coming months or so. All right. So with that said, I showed you guys all the charts, all the positions that I am in, what the chart setups look like, and the chart setups pretty much support the ideas that I got in mind as far as bearish and bullish positions on the stocks that I showed you. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I showed you guys the positions that I closed. But if I didn't, these are the ones that I closed this week. BAC, I was bearish when I closed that position with a small loss. And I closed HYG. I'm still bearish on that one, but when Powell had that had his speech today, it sent these two stocks much higher than what I anticipated. So I decided to exit the trade until probably after the first of the year. I'll be looking to get back into these later. All right, that is all for now. This is Tim Davis from the Bullish Bears team. If you guys have not visited our website, please do so at www.bullishbears.com. Enjoy your week, everyone. I am on vacation next week, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video just a little earlier. As you guys can see, all the market needed was some type of good news to try to catapult it higher and get out of this rut that we was in. Keep in mind that a lot of the major indices are still below some of the major trend line. Some of the major EMAs, moving averages. However, we normally sometimes during the month of end of November or during the month of Christmas, there's some type of rally that happens prior to the first of the year. So we'll see if this rally continues, and then we got to prepare for another year. The overall indices. Let me show you guys one chart before I leave. Show you guys the longer term view of the S&P. So you'll see, even though we got this strong movement right now, we're sitting at some critical levels. Nice move up right now, but we're sitting at critical levels. And we got crossovers, bearish crossovers. So we're sitting at some critical levels on the weekly charts. Then if we even take a look a little further, so that's why I'm not so sure that this month we probably get that little rally that everybody's been looking for towards the end of this year. But if we spread this out and look at the monthly charts, you'll see some telltale signs how the future could look for the overall markets. Okay, so we'll see how this pans out. But big move down last month. Two big moves in the beginning of 2018. So those are telltale signs that something is brewing in the water. I see that. telltale signs. And then if you look at the MACD on a monthly chart, you got a bearish crossover here. So 2019 and 2020 could be something to really pay attention to as far as volatility, because we could have just had a taste of it this year. We've probably seen how much volatility we really will possibly see over the next 2 years or so. All right. Okay, with that said, this is Tim Davis from the Bullish Bears team signing off again. Please visit our website, www.bullishbears.com, and I will see you all on the next long-term trade ideas video. Have an awesome week and a wonderful weekend, everybody.